glass smoothly, except for that asshole on the boat. Nice cool air. It's awesome that I'm talking about things being cool now as opposed to, God damn, it's cold. It's like 8 a.m. and it's about 60 degrees. Just perfect riding weather. But like lots of sun, so it feels warmer than 60 degrees. It feels like about 65. So I can't really complain too much. Time for some wheelie practice, I think. Yes, it is. More wheelie practice. Which I think will be the title of this video. Because I finally have a really nice map I've been working on. I'm going to share this map for once I get everything just exactly where I want it. But I have been working on this for a few weeks now. Because all the other maps I've been using to just play around and do wheelies and stuff, they just all had a little something that was not quite awesome with them. So, I figured I'd just make my own. Yeah, I gotta get that neutral body position thing going. One thing I've noticed, I was putting pressure on the pegs once I was getting close to getting the wheelie where I want it, and that was sending me off in a direction I didn't want to necessarily go. Last one wasn't too terrible. I just gotta keep it going. Starting to move to one finger now for the clutch, which is still getting used to that. Used to be using two, but yeah, it's doesn't quite do what I want it to do with one finger. Getting there. Still gotta get that body position a little bit better. And such. Okay, tried to shift there, it didn't quite work out for me. Probably the wrong place to be shifting, going downhill. I don't know what it is about downhill, I just don't like it as much, whatever fucking reason. Probably as uphill is a little bit more inclined, feels a bit more natural, I guess. Okay, I shifted it, but didn't keep the wheelie up. I think the biggest thing with learning wheelies is just finding time for yourself, so you gotta make things happen slower. Spun the rear there. That was playing with balance point a little bit, shooting over it and past it a few times, so getting there. That was not bad at keeping it up. Should have shifted that one, but I'm heading the wrong way for that. Yeah, body position is so important. I mean, some people out there saying, oh, it just doesn't matter. And I imagine it just doesn't matter for them because they're not thinking about it anymore. Plus, the quality of pavement matters a lot, I'm finding. Another thing I've recently done to the bike in addition to, well, as part of working on maps, is I pulled the snorkels out of the airbox, which makes it a good deal louder and also gives me a good deal more both low end torque and top end. So obviously do that if you have a WR and you haven't done it yet. Missed the shifter. Fuck bags. I'm gonna try a long one over there. What the hell? That one wasn't terrible. This is kind of bumpy, but who knows? Might work out for me. It's also kind of shit pavement, but so one thing I found is that finding good pavement that's flat, boy, that's tough. I mean, this is an old abandoned area where it's got pavement, there's no one here, and technically I can't. I mean, I can get dinged for being here when I shouldn't be, probably, but I can't really get dinged for doing wheelies and shit, which is nice. But if you're actually on the road, they can fuck you for a lot more. Hey, dude, want to see a wheelie? So do I. Yeah, it's just getting into that sweet spot where you can play with the throttle just a little bit versus having to make big corrections. A little bit far there. That one didn't suck. It's a bunch of little things. It's all, you know, doing it is one thing, doing it well is just finesse. Getting there. Slipped on the fucking grass. That's alright, you know, all this grass and shit on this pavement, if I hit that at the wrong time, the wheel just spins up. And that's it for Mr. Wheelie. Spun. That was pretty good and smooth. I like that one. That one was decent. Oh, I see what's going on. There's a fucking patch of sand there. That's what's screwing that up. Come on. What the fuck am I doing? Ooh. Looping the bike almost. That's what I'm doing. That was okay. Kind of a choppy throttle manipulation to keep it where I wanted it, but more or less stayed where I wanted it, so there's that. That one I let down because that was getting kind of, to quote Brian Johnston on Top Gear, make your arse go like a rabbit's nose. Whew. Wow, doing it up a big incline is a hell of a thing. You can lean all the way forward and it just kind of works. Let's try this line. This actually looks like a decent line. Ooh, aside from that whole thing. Maybe it's not a great line. It's not bad. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright, well, I think I've made a decent amount of progress. I got some halfway awesome wheelies to do together, so I just got to work on my smoothness in second and get her up into third. So yeah, things I've learned to date about getting back into wheelies, and more to the point, doing supermoto wheelies, if you're coming from having done dirt bike wheelies as a kid, which is, I imagine, more than just me. Looseness. Don't do it in sand. Body position and smoothness are all really, really big things that, you know, everyone else talks about the obvious stuff, like how to do clutch ups and, you know, body position, which is really important. I mean, some guys say body position doesn't matter. Body position is hugely important for me. I got to be like about an inch from sitting on the fender, so right on the back of the seat on the WR works really well for me. Where if I'm in, like, you know, twisty carving position, it just doesn't work as well. I get more of a pendulum effect. Hey, you like my channel? Well, hit the subscribe button and I'll do more silly videos like this one.